after? I don't know.
So it takes a little second just to get live here on the YouTube. I'll start the main recording on this one. And I will start master recording in 2 seconds. Hi Kevin, how are you doing? Test your microphone just before we start.
How you doing?
Right, so
Hello, is everything
how you doing?
okay?
Yep. So it'll just be yourself and Steve that's going to be doing the reviews today. So I'll let you two introduce yourself. Steve, could you rename Kevin for me, please?
Yes, just UKI, Kevin.
UKI Radio. And
UKI Radio. Okay, I got it.
so Kevin and Steve can introduce yourselves, and then we'll introduce Kevin JD. So let me start the recording now. 1, 2, 3.
Wasn't sure.
Hi, welcome to the SMG Diverse Show, episode 121. Today we've got 10, maybe 12 songs we're going to feature. We've got Kevin and Steve from the respective radio platforms going to review the music today. Steve, introduce yourself, and then Kev, and then we'll crack on the show with our first guest, who are Kevin and JD.
All right, I'm Steve LaCrone. I'm actually the owner of Kestrel Media Solutions, KMS.life. I am a production engineer, basically live production. I record live, I do video, and I'm in the process of building my business into a media empire, to say the least. Through YouTube, I'm trying to build a network where indie artists can post their music, share music back and forth, and get more and more comments and followers. So all good.
Yeah, absolutely a legend, Steve. Kevin, man, introduce yourself quickly, brother. What do you do?
Hi there, I'm a radio broadcaster that's done an independent radio show for pretty much over 20 years. I've got over 400 episodes of UKI so far, and also have a Spotify playlist as well.
Hey, you're fantastic. So that's who's going to be reviewing the music today. Our first guest is Kevin and JD from Canada. These guys are absolutely fantastic. Wait till you hear their music. Could you introduce yourself, guys? And what's the story behind your song, Blues in the Air?
Okay, I'm Kevin.
And I'm JD.
Yeah, and we came up with that song. It was just something with a catchy title.
Yeah, I think in a lot of cases, blues music kind of makes you think of something sad and whatnot. But we like to kind of incorporate some fun stuff into it too, and so like something about blues in the air is just making it a little bit more feel good, kind of thing. So there's blues over here, blues over there. Blues all around, blues in the air, that kind of thing. So it's just something to bring a little bit more fun and
lightness to it.
Lighten it up a little bit, and also the fact that blues music is also there to kind of help take the blues away, so.
Hey, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely fantastic. Sit back and enjoy this marvelous track by these wonderful artists. Kevin and JD with Blues in the Air. Back and enjoy. One love.
Oh, we get to watch it too.
Absolutely fantastic, eh? Just marvelous stuff, guys. Just top notch from me, yeah. So let's hear what Steve and Kevin have got to say. Then I'm going to let Captain Redbeard and Greenbeard also say something to you. So, yeah, what's your thoughts here, Steve? Then Kevin, then Mark, then Mr. Andrews.
Very nice, clean blues, and yeah, love the guitar work. Both of you, fantastic. One of the things I brought up several times listening to blues on the show is it amazes me the resurgence we're seeing here in the U.S., at least on the live scene. There's a lot more places putting out blues bands and letting them strut their stuff, and the crowd seems to be loving it. So keep those thumbs up, keep moving forward, man. Awesome.
Thanks.
Well said, well said. Kevin, UKI Radio.
I like the simple presentation of it. It's a very solid blues track that's very middle of the road. Great sound. Also, as I said before, fantastic guitars, and I must give a massive shout out to lyrics because they're so catchy. They're brilliant.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Mark, and then Steve, what was your thoughts there, gents? And then we'll load up the next Visions of
Nice
North.
to meet you. Nice to meet you guys. A great song. I'm a blues man myself, so I'm straight in there straight away. Brilliantly played, and I can imagine that when you play that live, it's quite something. So yeah, good stuff. Really enjoyed it. Thank you for bringing it to the show.
Said Steve.
Kevin and JD, I thought that was brilliant. I thought, it was played really well. It was sung really well. The lyrics were really good. And it was what I called in the chat. It was a blues with a difference because it had that humor in it as well. And the video worked. So yeah, it did just really good all around.
Thanks, and just to appreciate it, and just to mention too that bridge that you saw in there was the Ambassador Bridge between Detroit and Windsor, Ontario.
All right. Oh. Hey, dude, honestly, guys, fantastic stuff. And it's been a long time coming, but thanks for eventually me getting you on here, and I make it up to you in the long run. I've missed a lot of shows, and thanks for eventually coming. I'm going to make it up to you guys. Fantastic. Right, so from Canada, we're staying in Canada. Jeff, introduce yourself, and who's Visions of Morpheus, and what's the story behind your song, Catharsis?
Yeah, so our band Visions of Morpheus, all of our songs are based on dreams and nightmares, and this one in particular, it's kind of more of a personal song about just personal struggles and whatnot, and obviously just letting go of the past. That's the basic overview.
Hey man, you're absolutely fantastic. Second show appearance here, and everyone absolutely loved you the last time, so sit back and enjoy this. Catharsis
Thank you.
from the Visions of Morpheus. Absolutely incredible stuff. Enjoy.
For
Absolutely fantastic again, eh? Top-notch stuff. Just
Oh, thank you, thank you.
hats off to you. Steve, and then Kevin, what was your thoughts? Then we'll go Redbeard, Greenbeard again. And our next guest is Young Luke from the Monday Smile, so I'll load that song up now. Kevin? No, Steve, then
All
Kevin.
right.
Sorry.
I got you. I got you. Jeff, that was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I'm a heavy metal fan, long time running. So that kind of hits home for me. Guitar tracks, the percussion, the heavy freaking kick drum. I just love that. The story, oh my God. I mean, that's enlightening. We all need to face those kind of trials in life and move forward. That's what I heard. Yeah, excellent. Excellent song.
Thank you, thank you.
Well said, well said. Kevin? I think Kevin's just lost his signal, by the way. I think he'll be back in a second. So Steve, and then Mark Story, then Steve Andrews. What was your thoughts? Kevin's signal's crashed.
Yeah, that was technically excellent. I mean, hats off to you guys for pushing the boundaries there. Yeah, I heard a bit of Dream Theater in there, and a kind of a prog feel, but absolutely
for
superb.
sure.
Absolutely superb. Just flawless. Fantastic. Yeah. Cool.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome, brother. You're welcome.
Steve Andrews, what was your thoughts? Take your time, and hopefully Kevin comes back before you finish. But what was your thoughts here, Steve?
Well, basically, I would be echoing what Captain Redbeard Marcus just said, because that was just fantastic in every way. The musicianship was top quality. The guitar, absolutely stood out. Your vocals were top quality. There was everything about it was right, and it was tight. That was the thing. You could tell that you were a band that you rehearse and how a song is going to go, and you play it. So top performance, top playing, top singing, top everything. It just top quality.
Well said, well said, well said. Luke,
Thank
would you
you.
like to say something? Would you like to say something in Kevin's absence? Luke, you're up next anyway. Would you like to say anything about that song there? Just so he gets 4 reviews the same as everyone else.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, man. It reminded me a little bit of Iron Maiden, a little bit, which is a UK band. It had your vocal, like, and speaking from being a singer myself, like your vocals are really solid, man. Like to be able to sing like that with the vibrato and everything, have control over your voice that way, man. That was very impressive.
No, thank you.
Well said.
Yeah,
well said.
definitely influenced by Maiden.
Yeah, I can hear it, man. Definitely.
Fantastic stuff. So that was Jeff from the Visions of Morpheus. Until the next time, dude.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So from Canada, we're heading over to England. And just so you know, Wreckers up next, and then it's Chaos Bleaks the next two. So, Luke, introduce yourself. Who are the Monday Smile, and what's the story behind your fantastic song, I'm Not Going Out Like This?
Well, we're like quite a young band, really, in the sense of like how long we've been together. We've been together for just over a year now, and we're very much like with a DIY band. We've got an album coming out in a month that we recorded ourselves, produced ourselves, etc. Like a lot of bands do now, to be honest with you. And yeah, like people have labelled us as like new grunge and that kind of stuff, and I'm not really sure what we are as such. We are definitely influenced by 90s rock music for sure, but yeah, from the perspective of what the song is and what it's about, I mean, we very much align ourselves with that kind of mentality of being an outcast and not fitting in, and I think a lot of our songs are lyrically based upon our experiences in life related to feeling like you don't fit in to the broader spectrum of society and stuff like that. So without getting too deep, essentially, that's kind of what we're about, really. Yeah.
Hey, you're absolutely fantastic, dude. And it's the same kind of genre here at the start. Sit back and enjoy. Fantastic stuff. The Monday Smile with I'm
Thanks.
Not Going Out Like This. Sit back and enjoy. One love. Just again, absolutely fantastic stuff, eh? Just marvellous. Look, you're absolutely brilliant, man. Steve, then Kev. Kev is back, actually. So we filled your review there when you were away, Kev. So Steve, then Kev, then Mark, then Steve Andrews. So I know there's two Steves here. So what was your thoughts, gents?
Awesome. I see where they say new grunge. It's definitely, you've got that heavy heart coming through. That song was perfect. Lyrics, music fit it perfectly. Very tight. Excellent production, man. Loved it.
Well said, well said. Kev?
I've got to say, your bass player must be working overtime. Seriously, he is the heartbeat of that track as far as I'm concerned. Great vocals too. I love the grunge sound. It made me feel very nostalgic as well. It was like transporting back to the 1990s, and I loved it. Great drums as well. You've got the full package there.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Mr. Redbeard and Mr. Greenbeard?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I mean, it's got loads of attitude. It's raw. It's dirty. Yeah, there's comparisons with grunge, but I was into my main influences, the old Detroit rock and roll bands like the Stooges and stuff like that, and that kind of reminisced me back to the Stooges. And it's got that really raw, proper rock. It's not. I don't like it too polished. You know what I mean? So
neither do we.
You guys really cut it. You really, from that video, it really does the job. It really says who you are. So brilliant.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Okay.
Steve Andrews?
Luke, I said in the chat that I thought it was moshable because it has that energy, right? It rocks. It's got that live energy rocking sound to it. And yeah, sure, it's grungy, but that also, it's got like a kind of rough edge to it, which is, if you like, almost the spirit of rock. It takes you there. It takes you on that edge. And that's what makes it moshable. It makes it, you feel it. You feel that energy. So yeah, top marks from me.
Thank you.
Well said, absolutely fantastic. So until the next time, young man, that was the Monday Smile. Till the next time.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate your words. Thank you.
No worries, no worries. So from England, we're heading up north of the border to Scotland. Alan, second appearance in the show now. Who are Wrecker? What's the story behind your song? Once Bitten, Twice Shy.
Hi guys. So yeah, Wrecker. There's four of us. Myself on vocals, Steve on guitar, Gear on bass, and Ryan drums, and he does all the production and mixing and that as well. Once Bitten, Twice Shy was our first single, which came off our album, which we released last October, Deep Inside. It was one that Steve turned up at practice. He had a tune that he'd done in a DCG chord progression, like the Cult, using that because obviously like a bit of the Cult in that. And I had these lyrics that I'd written about. It was how, while my dad was dying, someone close to him took advantage of me, my vulnerability, my good nature, and that. And basically, as the song says, they played me for a fool. And when they say when you're hurting inside, you should speak to somebody, and it's even better if you can shout it from the rooftops. And I was lucky enough that the band gave me the ability at the age of start, and that's what the song's about.
Hey man,
and as you can tell, I'm quite emotional about it as well.
Hey man, I think you're making everybody that way. A very, very amazing introduction there, man, and it's a great track. Somebody's going to love it even more now that they've heard that. So Once Bitten, Twice Shy by Wrecker. Sit back and enjoy. A beautiful introduction, man. Alan, bud, that is absolutely brilliant, man. Fantastic stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very high level. Very high level stuff. What was your thoughts here? In order again. Steve, Kev,
Yeah.
Mark, Steve. I'll load up the
Alan,
next guest.
Alan, I absolutely love your voice. This is the second song you've been on or played on the Diverse Show since I've been here, and man, it's powerful. The song itself, extremely powerful. It builds in and stays there the whole way through. Guitar work, drums, bass, you name it. It was wonderful. Excellent song. And you blew away Great White's version of Once Bitten, Twice Shy.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks.
Yeah.
Kev?
I wanted to get out my air guitar, quite frankly. It was absolutely amazing. Sometimes there's some songs where I just know I'm going to love it as soon as the intro starts up. It just literally, as soon as the intro starts up, it's like, yes, yes, that's it. And it's just so intricate. It's like everything just went right in the whole track. It's like I could just imagine myself just driving down the road, just with this pumped up high, just there, just pumping away with the footstop, just pumping your footstops and that, just rocking away, just like as you're driving along. It's just a fantastic track, very upbeat, very in your face, and I love it.
Thanks, Kev. Thank you.
Detail that. Mark, then Steve?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Kevin 100%, and I knew I was going to enjoy the song before it even started because of the way you introduced it. Because the story you told about that song is obviously very personal and from the heart, and the song itself is fantastic because it's that kind of middle finger to the person that hurt you, and the best way to get those demons out is to put them out. If you're a musician, is to put them out in music, right? And when you listen back to it, it's like your catharsis. So yeah, that's great, and it's a great solid rock song. And it's got a bit of a cult feel to it, but it's definitely you guys, because I've listened to quite a bit of your stuff now, and you've got a really, really cool sound. So yeah, nice one, man. Good one.
Great. Thanks, Mark. Thanks.
Steve?
What stood out for me was the quality of the production, which I put in the chat. It was top quality production all the way through, and a fantastic track. And the artwork was really cool as well. So yeah, top marks for me.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well said, everyone. Alan, that was Record Band. Until the next time, dude. Love it.
Thank you. Thanks.
So we're heading over to back south of the board again, England. It's hard for me to introduce this one. So introduce yourself, Alan. You're the manager of Chaos Bleak, but you're DMMG label, and he's got tons of songs and movies for his bands and stuff like that. So tell us a little bit about yourself, and we're going to feature one of the tracks from Chaos Bleak called Death Train. So just tell us a bit about yourself, Alan, and then I'll
yeah. Right, I'm Alan. I'm the label manager and owner of Disassociation Music and Media Group. So we've got about 10 different labels under the moniker of DMMG. So what I'm on here today for is our subsidiary label, Seventh Hell Recordings, who Chaos Bleak, to a traditional gothic rock band from Nottingham, who are signed to the Seventh Hell Recordings, and the first release on my label by the band was the Death Train single, to CD single and digital release. So that was released in December last year. So if you're a massive fan of early influenced goth music such as Killing Joke or Play Dead, but with a sort of rock twist on par with, say, Black Sabbath or Hawkwind, then you will absolutely love the Chaos Bleak Death Train track.
Well, what a fantastic introduction, dude. You're a very, very interesting person. You're a close friend of Steve Andrews, and you were a part of the song that Steve's featuring later in the show. So sit back and enjoy. This is just one of his projects, Chaos Bleak, and the song is called Death Train. So yeah, sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. This is song 5 of 12. One love. Absolutely fantastic stuff. That's some gothic metal for you, ladies and gentlemen. Loved it, man.
Excellent.
So, same order again. Steve, Kevin, Mark, then Steve. And the next three guests are, it's Josh, then Mark Story, and then Ricky Combs as the next three guests up. So, what's your thoughts, gents?
Excellent blend of genres. We have a club here in York, Pennsylvania. It's about 30 minutes from me. They do all heavy metal and goth rock and all kinds of heavy metal stuff. You would have the dance floor up on that song. I saw in the comments the production, fantastic. The video fit perfectly. I mean, it definitely was a nice, clean presentation of that song. Yeah, loved it. Awesome.
Kevin?
I thought it was a very clever track in a lot of ways. I like the way the whole train became part of the drum beat, and actually I could see that track being quite really well remixed because of the bass line there. I think it could be remixed by a really good DJ somewhere out there. The lyrics really impressed me. I really enjoyed the lyrics of that track. The vocals were very unique as well, but also like how intricate all the gothic and how everything was intertwined genre-like, because it's like the gothic really went really well with it. The theming was fantastic, and it just all really meshed quite well.
Well said. Mark Story, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing that caught me was the image. I really love the image, that kind of dark black hat look. But image is nothing without product, and you guys have got a really good sound. It reminded me a bit of Ministry a little bit. It's got that kind of hard driving Ministry groove. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'd definitely like to hear some more of your stuff.
Well said. Steve Andrews?
What stood out for me was the vocals, very distinctive. You know, that was the voice that, you know, you've heard it once and you're gonna remember that voice. It was quality vocals. and the music was quality as well. That was the thing, that, you know, the vocalist was leading it, but everything behind it was of the same level of quality. And I thought that again, I said that, you know, that one of the songs earlier was moshable. This was another moshable song. And there's a little clip like in the actual music video of a lot of people, you know, moshing, yeah. And it had that energy. So great video, and just a really great song all round. And like I said, for me, the vocals stood out, very distinctive.
Well said, dude. Well said. So that's Mr. Alan Miller, Chaos Bleak. The band there is fantastic. Till the next time, dude. One love. So we're heading over to Massachusetts now. Josh Prost and one of his projects, Number 9. Introduce yourself and the story behind your song, Thanos Was Right.
Hey guys, I'm a musician, songwriter in the Boston area. I write and play for 2 active projects. Number 9 is what you hear. This is kind of like my home base. It's my solo project. I write and play everything except the drums. In 2022, I recruited a band because I wanted to get out and play some of my stuff live. So we recruited a singer and under the name Octavate. And later that year, we were nominated for the Best Hard Rock Metal Act. That was 2023 in the New England Music Awards, which is a pretty cool award in Boston. Music's the way I sort out my thoughts and express what I'm feeling, what I care about. A lot of what you hear in both Octavate and Number 9 is like environmental responsibility and the crappy way humans treat the planet. This one is about how people, you know, mistreat the planet, and then they just look away. They just keep doing it. They walk down the street, they do their thing, mistreat the planet, and then they look away because, you know, they could just like keep going and they won't be held accountable. So this one is kind of like a Gen X. I'm a Gen Xer, so Gen X includes all the genres, but I think you'll hear pop, punk, alternative in this one. So yeah, I hope you like it, and I hope you don't look away.
Well, you're not allowed to say hope in this show, though. Absolutely love it. Sit back and enjoy this marvellous track. Number 9 with Thanos Was Right. One love, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Having problems here. It's all right. Working slow. It's here.
Too many
That's absolutely fantastic stuff. I'm worried here because my main computer here is at 8% and the battery's in it, the charger's in it, and it's not actually taking a charge anymore. So I don't know what's going to happen. I've got two laptops though, so the show will go on. But that was just a wonderful track. What's the co-host got to say? Well, I'll load up the next track. It is Mr. Mark Story. What was your thoughts here, Steve?
Yeah, Josh, I love your productions. They're fantastic, especially your video work. You do full performance, concept, and narrative. It's definitely hits home. Hopefully, it gets played a lot. I know I will definitely be posting that on my social media. Excellent song, great message.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Kevin?
Actually, the messaging that actually really grabbed me on that particular track. Very good vocals, very nice, simple riff, very polished production as well, and it's just so professional, that whole entire presentation. Um, Admittedly, the guitars were absolutely fantastic too, and a great drum beat. You can't fault it really.
Thank you.
Well said, well said, well said. Mr. Mark Story, you're just a bit, oh, I've just muted you there as you went to unmute. I'm sorry. What's your thoughts there?
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, the whole concept of the newsreader bit was genius. That set the tone for me straight away. But it's a great track and a great message too, because people, you know, you can't believe anything you see or hear today. With the advent of AI and all the stuff that's coming out, anything can be manipulated and changed to change people's opinions on things. So we literally cannot believe a single thing that we see and hear. So I think the message here is unplug yourself from the media and think for yourself. So yeah, brilliant track, mate. I loved it. Did you do it all yourself?
I did. I just used I think it's like can't remember the name of it, but there's a way you can just insert a video and it'll turn it into a cartoon for you, and it's like comes with the package. So that's what I did. But yeah, I do all my videos all by myself, and it's
Yeah,
fun.
me too.
I just love the process.
Nice one. Yeah, really good, man. It's really good.
Thank you.
Well said. Steve Andrews?
I thought it was, fantastic because the message, kind of something that I can totally relate to. It's like what Mark was saying. We get like all this crazy news today. We don't know what's real and what isn't real, but not only that, like I'm a naturalist and I look to nature and I can see like the natural world is being just destroyed daily, and so many people just don't do much about it. It's just like it's just happening, and it's just all crazy. And so yeah, I could really relate to the lyrical content and what was being said there, and as well as all that, it was just a really good production, and the video worked. So I like Captain Redbeard said as well, I thought the newsreader, that was really cool as well. So yeah.
Much appreciated, guys.
Oh, you're
Well
welcome.
said, well said. So that was number 9 over in Massachusetts. Till the next time, dude. Right, so Steve Lacron, is there any chance you could start to record the rest of this show in gallery mode, just in case this actually cuts off? So I'm going to stop this recording and start it again, just so that at least what I've done so far is okay. So I'm going to stop it and then start it again. Hi, welcome back to the SMG Diverse Show, episode 121. Our next guest is Mark Story from England. Introduce yourself, Mark, and what's the story behind your song, Feed My Demons?
Oh, hi, everyone. So I'm Mark Story. Some of you know me already. Those of you that don't, I'm a solo blues rock artist from the UK. I call it voodoo blues because it's on the dark side. I write and play everything myself. I produce the video, rather like the gentleman that was on before me. And I'm now at the stage where I've got an album coming out probably around October called Dark Voodoo Magic. And unfortunately now everything's out of my hands. The whole process is being handed over. Well, I've just had the album mastered, so that went fine. That sounds amazing. Big shout out to my friend Joey Stuckey in Georgia, doing a fantastic job. But I'm now at the stage where I've got to get it online on the streaming sites, and this is where I'm having to find my way. Anyway, this is one of the tracks from the album. It's called Feed My Demons, and I dealt with a lot of depression in my life. No need to break out violins, but I did, and I came to terms with it and learned to embrace them. But when I write my lyrics, I tend to go back into my past traumas, if you like, if needs be. And I feed my demons to give me the lyrics I need. I go back to that part and imagine how I felt at the time. And when I completed this song, on a lighter note, the character in it wearing the pumpkin head is me. And spare a thought for my partner, who, when I took a break from making this video, came back to the house to have a cup of coffee in full pumpkin head gear with a meat cleaver in my hand and everything. And she just went, "How's the video going, love?" I hope you enjoy. Sorry, Mark.
Yeah, no, like to see. Right, sit back and enjoy that wonderful track by one of my best friends in the world, Mr. Mark Story. Feed My Demons. One up. This is song 7 of 13, by the way. It's just 12 today. It's 13. Enjoy.
Underneath a mask of skin and bone, my secret identity. And it's good to know that you're never alone with a split personality. Been drowning in slow motion with my alter ego since I can remember. And I'm looking at me from the back of the dark mirror. Nighttime it haunts my dreams with all kinds of evil. Leads me to decadent days for the psychotic hedonism. Wanna guess that's the price I pay when I feed my demons. When I feed my demons. Suddenly I'm not the one you used to know, and I'm wondering how I begin to explain this freak show. I've only got myself to blame for my self-destruction, yet here I go again. Yeah! And I'm looking at me from the back of the dark mirror. Nighttime it haunts my dreams with all kinds of evil. Leads me to decadent days for the psychotic hedonism. Wanna guess that's the price I pay when I feed my demons. alter ego.
Mark Story, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely fantastic, dude. So what's everyone to say about that one? Steve Lacron, then Kevin Mann. What was your thoughts there? And obviously, Mark can't review his own song. So our next guest, who is Ricky Combs, you can say something to Mark if you want. So Steve, then Kevin. What was your thoughts, Steve?
As always, Mark, fantastic, wonderful music. I love the voodoo, whatever you call it, voodoo blues, man. It just kills me. And I'll tell you, as you become famous, and you will, do not change the way you put together videos, because that is your shtick. That is your story. That is the Mark story. I'll tell you, man, they kill me. I love it. Love it. All the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I bought well, I've just got a new video maker that was done on my old one. So the new videos I've been doing for the album are really coming alive. So yeah, thanks. Thank you so much, Steve. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Sure.
Kevin?
I love your work, and I'm really looking forward to the album, actually. I'd love to listen to the album once it's finished. Amazing track, very groovy, in a very soulful way, in a very bluesy, dark way. I absolutely loved it. Seriously, just the gravelling vocals, the actual lyrics really stand out in this as well. And you got the full package.
Yeah, I got into a lot of trouble for that song, didn't I, Sparky?
Oh, well, we'll talk about that another day.
We'll talk about that another time. Thank
No
you very
worries.
much, Kevin. Thank you.
Steve Andrews, what was your thoughts here, brother?
Well, Captain Redbeard, Mark knows that, I absolutely love, everything you do. And what really impresses me is you do the lot. And I know I keep saying this, but I'm going to say it again, because it is incredible, because you write the songs, you sing the songs, you play all the instruments, you produce them. And then if that wasn't enough, you then go on to create the videos as well. So absolutely everything, you do it. And I think the lyrics are great. And for me also, it's like a very a memorable song. And that's important, because if you want to be a success in music, you want to hit songs, you want something that sticks in people's memory. And this song does. So, it's got that hook, and it's got that memorable lyrics and memorable presentation. So it's fantastic. So top marks for me all round.
Thank
Well
you,
said,
Steve.
Steve. Well
Appreciate
said. I couldn't agree more. Ricky Combs, would you like to say something, Ricky? What was your thoughts on that track before we feature yours? Did you like Mark's song there?
It was great. I loved it.
Nice one, dude. Your signal's quite bad on your mobile, Ricky. You're up next. So that was Mark's story. Until the next time, dude.
Thanks, everyone. Cheers. Appreciate it.
No worries, no worries. So, Ricky Combs, you're up next over in Illinois. What's the story behind your song, Sitting in This Honky Tonk?
Aha! That's the first song I ever wrote. I was aboard in the Army in Korea, sergeant in charge on a midnight shift. I said, let me try my hand at writing a song. So I reflected back to my father. He had a bad drinking problem, so he was an inspiration behind the song. And I thought this was the way he might have felt. So I threw it together, and surprisingly, very little editing, very lucky first time try on this. Later on, 20 years later, I had a friend in Atlanta, Georgia, take it into his studio and put it to music that you hear on this recording.
What a wonderful introduction.
Recorded in Atlanta, Georgia in 2013.
Hey, Ricky, it's absolutely fantastic. It's great to have you back here on the show. And Ace Parlier, you've just joined the show. You're up next. Swipe right to left on your screen and you'll see gallery mode. You'll see all the people who's here. But let's feature Ricky's marvellous track here. First, it's called Sitting in This Honky Tonk. Brilliant, honestly. Sit back and enjoy. One love.
Thanks.
This time it's really over, girl. We both know it's been hell. life. And I try my best to carry on, but you know it don't seem right. But I'm sitting in this honky-tonk pouring blended whiskey down, trying to drown your memory in this good old southern town. And you know how it still tortures me knowing that you're not around. I'm sitting in this honky-tonk pouring blended whiskey down. Walked over to the jukebox, wanna play me a cheating song. That how you drove me crazy, how you done me wrong. And I don't even mind if Merle Haggard sings along. Gonna sit here in this honky-tonk till your memory's gone. When I'm sitting in this honky-tonk pouring blended whiskey down, trying to drown your memory in this good old southern town. And you know how it still tortures me knowing that you're not around. I'm sitting in this honky-tonk pouring blended whiskey down. Help me through my blues. There's Jack and Jim and there's old Granddad and Johnny Walker too. And all these pretty ladies wanna drag me out on the floor. Well, I think I'll have me another round before I stagger out the door. Cause I'm sitting in this honky-tonk pouring blended whiskey down, trying to drown your memory in this good old southern town. Me knowing that you're not around. I'm sitting in this honky-tonk pouring blended whiskey down. When I'm sitting in this honky-tonk, sitting in this honky-tonk, sitting in this honky-tonk pouring blended whiskey down.
Oh, absolutely brilliant, man. Ricky Combs. Ladies and gentlemen, just brilliant, fantastic. So, what does the co-host have to say while I load up Ace Parler's song? So, hi Ace, and welcome to the show. So, we've got Steve, then Kev, then Mark, then Steve. Leave your reviews there, and I'll load up Ace's track.
Ricky, perfect country track. I especially loved how the vocals sat perfectly in the mix, and I could distinctly make out all of the lyrics as you went through. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, I don't think it's blended whiskey. I'm drinking a good strong Kentucky bourbon. But hey, I guess that's kind of a blended whiskey too. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful track, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well said. UKI Radio, Kev?
This comes at the right time for the UK, really, because there's a bit of a country resurgence coming up over here. With that said, I must say there's a great classic country sound to this, and there's some great storytelling here as well. It tells a great story, the lyrics. The track has a nice flow to it. I thought it was a very well-made track, and it just had that really nice flow and feel to it that I really enjoyed.
Thank you very much. That's what I intended. My intention were to keep the traditional country or sound around.
Well said.
Good job.
Mr. Mark Story and Mr. Andrews, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, I mean, I've developed a real taste for country music since appearing on this podcast quite regularly. I never quite understood it before, but I'm really into it now. It's really, there's been so many artists on this show that play great country music, and you are definitely one of them. That was a really excellent country tune, brilliant production. Everything was in the right place, and it just makes you feel so good, that sound. So yeah, awesome, man. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you very much.
Well said. Steve Andrews, what was your thoughts, dude?
I said it in the chat that, you know, what stood out for me is that it's a country song and it has everything that a country song needs. So you could tick all the boxes for what makes a good country song. It had like top vocals and top musicianship, top production. It was you know, in the country genre, like musically and lyrically and everything. So it was just like it screamed at you. This is country, and it's damn good country as well. So yeah, fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Well said, dude. Thanks.
Wow, thank you.
Ricky Combs, till the next time, you're absolutely fantastic, brother. Sit back and enjoy. That was song 8 of 13 now.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, no, but
Thank you for having me. And, hello to everybody.
Hello back, right back to you, dude. You're awesome. Sit back and enjoy the rest of the show. There's another 5 songs to go, Ricky. So, from Illinois, we're heading over to Ohio. Another debutant today, Ace Parlier. Introduce yourself, brother. And what's the story behind your song, Burn?
Oh, well, Burn's about leaving my old band. I was in a band called Chaos Ritual. We were together for about 5 years. We were really good regional band. We had been opening up for national acts, and it was going really good. And then, you know, we recorded our first album. We were starting to work on recording our second album, and everything started falling apart. So.
Hey, dude, you're absolutely fantastic, and this is just a marvellous track. Sit back and enjoy song 9 of 13, ladies and gentlemen. Ace Parlier with Burn. Yep, know the feeling. Everyone does. Enjoy.
Don't call me a brother. Don't
absolutely fantastic stuff. Just yeah, for class in my opinion, man. Just amazing, amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
The co-hosts have got to say, Steve, Kev, Mark, then Steve. What was your thoughts there, gents?
Ace,
Well,
very
Justin's next. Sorry.
Ace, very powerful. I sat in my seat going, yeah, the whole time. Those percussion fills prior to every transition were beautiful. I'll tell you that's a good driving song. I'd love to hear that out live and see what the crowd's reaction is. I can guarantee it would be good.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to put
Yeah.
together a live act. I haven't been able to find the right players yet.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I know. I do production engineering, and I go through a lot of bands that I work with that aren't always the same band 2 years down the road.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's tough.
All good.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Kevin, then Mark. What's your thoughts, Kevin?
One word, dirty, and I love it. It's just, I love the fact that you've taken such a negative experience and turned it into such a positive record. It's just got everything that I want from a rock record. It's got that dirty, grimy riff. It's got that great feedback at the end. It's got some great vocals there as well. Just really gravelly voice. It's just everything you asked for. You couldn't really ask for much more. I mean, quite frankly, if I'd love to dance really, really muchly to that. Just kind of just get really in there and just go grrr. It's fantastic.
Thank
Well
you.
said.
Wow. Thanks a lot.
Mark, then Steve, then I think Justin's want to say something. He's put his hand up. He's really want to say something, so you can see it. Mark, then Steve Andrews, then Justin. What was your thoughts here? Where we go to Justin's track? Who's next?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin hit the nail on the head there. Absolutely dirty. It is dirty rock, and that's the best kind, isn't it? So yeah, I loved it. And I love the line, "Leave the chaos behind," because I think we'd all like to do that. So yeah, man, that really hit home. Good job. Good job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well said. Well said. Steve.
I said earlier the song ticked all the boxes, the country song. When this was another song that you could tick all the boxes because it had it, the vocals were there and the lyrics were there and the music was there and it was all just right, it was quality. So yeah, and I'm not sure what kind of rock it was. I think I'd call it like hard rock or maybe heavy rock or metal, but whatever type of heavy hard rock it was, it had all the elements that it needed. It was there. So yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Justin, you want to say something before we get to your song quickly, brother?
Yeah, I was just curious, Ace, was that part of the second album, or is that something you did after you left the band? And if it's after you left the band, who are the musicians?
I wrote that after I left the band, about a year after I left the band. And actually, that's all me, guitar, vocals, bass, and then Mattia Adegli, he's in Italy. And we hooked up on a musician's website and liked each other's work. He plays with for a solo guy named John Qualcosa over there in Italy. And that's more like Haunted by Visions kind of stuff, like alternative rock sounding. And they're really, really good. And so he wanted to do something harder. When he heard the tracks that I like, he was into it. So he actually does the drums and the production.
Nice.
So
nice.
it's just the two of us. But yeah, he's an amazing drummer.
Awesome.
Hey,
I was just curious.
You're absolutely world class, Ace. You're fantastic, dude, and it's first of many shows, and isn't he just fantastic? Let's hear it for Ace Parler until the next time.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
No, man, we're glad to have you here. So from Ohio, we're heading over to Tennessee for the 10th song of the evening. Justin Reyna, introduce yourself, and what's the story behind your song? Love Everyone.
So in 2014, I took my first venture into trying to write a little bit in the reggaeton space. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure out what the rest of the song was, what the lyrics were. And then in 2022, my pastor did a sermon called Love Everyone, like a series, like for about 4 or 5 weeks. And at that point, it kind of hit me like, these are the words. And so I went back and I made extensive notes on all of those. And I put those all into this song, which I ended up like reproducing from the original beat in 2023, and then made this video that you'll see today in 2024. And I know some of you guys have been asking, does everyone do their own videos? I didn't shoot my own video, but I did do the post-production editing. And the vision's kind of big, so don't blink because a lot happens pretty fast. You might miss something. But the entire premise is that the word everyone is split, because as humans, we can't love everyone. We can't know all 9 billion people on the planet, but we can love every one that we come across. And if everyone does that, then everyone in the world will be loved. So you got to pick a who, you got to figure out how. And this song aims to show some of those who's and some of those hows to love everyone.
Oh, absolutely wonderful, wonderful introduction, man. You're an absolute legend. Sit back and enjoy this beautiful track, Love Everyone by Justin Rayner. Song 10 of 13. Sit back and enjoy.
I wanna talk about something serious. They're gonna think we're all delirious, but who knows, they might start cheering us on. Go, go, go! Cause when they all start hearing this, they're gonna wish that they were here in this with the rest of us dancing right along. No, I won't stop my feet from moving long as I'm using them to prove he lives. He's the reason I got joy to begin. No, I won't stop my hands from clapping long as I use them to take action, asking I'll be there in service of him. It's got to be true and sincere, with fervor not lacking in zeal, the basis by which we appeal. Love everyone. It's got to be patient and kind, the foremost forefront of your mind, a who and a how combined. Love everyone. Love everyone. Love everyone. Love everyone. Love everyone. I have a love to enact to all the people. No, it's not just an act under the steeple. Got an act to attract and keep things peaceful as long as it depends on me. The deck is stacked. That's a fact, no, it's not deceitful. Cause I'm backed by the king, though I'm not his equal. This love is lethal to the evil getting in between. So I won't stop my mouth from singing long as I'm bringing glory to the king. Let him hear it blow up to the sun. No, I won't stop my heart from burning long as I'm learning how to love another and then some. Oh, love everyone. It's got to be true and sincere, with fervor not lacking in zeal, the basis by which we appeal. Love everyone. It's got to be patient and kind, the foremost forefront of your mind, a who and a how combined. Love everyone. There will be those who question and doubt it. Can it really make a difference if we're with or without it? Only gonna say this once, if I have to I'll shout. It's so important, there's a t-shirt about it. Universal in scope, individually applied. Choose a person and open up, liberally supply. Food and clothes, maybe simply sit and cry. They're by their side, revitalize them with your words, or pick whichever one of 5 identified as your unique position and gift. Put it to work and the world's dispositional shift. Ain't gotta wish you could live on a whole different planet. Excuses, you got 'em. My response is, y'all can it. Be generous and encouraging, full of benevolence and servicing with hospitality. Cause if we each love someone together, we love everyone. Stop my feet from moving long as I'm using them to prove he lives. He's the reason I got joy to begin. No, I won't stop my hands from clapping long as I use them to take action, asking I'll be there in service of him. No, I won't stop my mouth from singing long as I'm bringing glory to the king. Let him hear it go up to the sun. No, I won't stop my heart from burning long as I'm learning how to love another and then some. Oh, love everyone. It's got to be true and sincere, with fervor not lacking in zeal, the basis by which we appeal. Love everyone. It's got to be patient and kind, the foremost forefront of your mind, a who and a how combined. Love everyone.
Hey, get down!
Nice way outro there. Fantastic. Justin Rayner, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastico. Yeah, man, you're just a marvelous. He does stuff in all the different genres, so he does. So, yeah, we'll see much more of Justin. So, yeah, co-hosts Steve, Kevin, Mark, then Steve. What was your thoughts there?
Justin, I definitely want to say amen. Beautiful message, beautifully put together. I've got a reggae festival I'll be running this weekend. If I can find that track for my computer, I will definitely play it between setups, between bands. It'll go over, I guarantee you. It's at a vineyard where everybody loves everyone anyhow, so we're all good. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful song, well produced.
Well said,
Oh,
dude.
and by the way, I want to let you know, I did get with Adam Contis, one of my buddies that does audio production for different movie venues and things. So far, I haven't heard anything back from him. I don't know how to approach it or who else to throw your music out to.
Oh, I appreciate it either way. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
it. Kevin, Mark.
I would actually playlist that. Most definitely playlist that. It was clean, it was crisp, the vocals were absolutely spot on. Great use of genre with the lyrics and everything just went very, very smoothly. The production was absolutely fantastic. Just a really nice sound, and it just really pleased my ears.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Redbeard, Greenbeard. Then we'll get to our next guest, is Terry Kozachenko. Mark.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I always say about this show, the diverse show, is that you get to hear all different genres. It's not just one thing, and you keep an open mind. And there's absolute diamonds out there in different styles and different grooves. That was brilliant. I love the rhythm of the song. It really makes you want to dance. The video was excellent, and you are incredibly charismatic. You really did get your message across brilliantly, not just with the lyrics, but with the way you presented yourself in that video as well. So kudos.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Steve Andrews.
I thought the vocals were fantastic. The song was so positive, and the production was fantastic, and the whole feel was just such a positive, happy feel to it. And the video matched the quality of everything else. So yeah, it was just, well, top marks all round.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well said, everyone. Justin Rayner, till the next time. One love, brother. So, from Tennessee, we're heading over to Canada. Terry Kozachenko goes by the name of 3TL, Third Time Lucky. Introduce yourself, Terry, and what's your story behind your song, To a Friend, from A Celebration of Life album, I believe. Introduce that, please, sir.
It is a celebration of life. First off, sorry for joining late.
That's okay.
Zoom drives me absolutely crazy with the technology, and thank you all for allowing me to be heard on this show. Celebration of Life is a song about friendship, and one of the things that I've heard a lot of lately is that as men in particular age, they have trouble replacing who they've lost in their life and the experience that come with that. And sometimes we end up a little more lonely than we ever planned on being. I've had a number of friends who are still with me in a way, and a lot of them who no longer are. This was a song that I wrote for everyone, but in particular, a very close friend of mine whose husband passed away before him, and he ended up with a brain cancer, exactly the same as there's a band here in Canada called Tragically Hip. Gord Downey passed away from it as well. So this is a reminder to everyone, as part of my trilogy, Songs for Old Men, that we need to hold close to what we've got, because we don't really know how long it's going to be here or what we're going to lose. So To a Friend.
Well, what another wonderful, beautiful introduction, Terry. Sit back and enjoy this marvelous track, everyone. To a Friend, a celebration of life from Terry, 3TL, Kozachenko. Enjoy. This is song 11 of 13.
Sometimes I think of the plans that we had, dreams we couldn't complete, moments we shared, times that we laughed. Life was never so sweet. Look back at the good times, remember some bad times, both happy and sad. You having my back when I needed a friend. You're the best I ever had. Wasn't sure how I'd feel when it came to the end. I know it's not about me. Think of everything that you went through. Happy you're finally free. End of the day, guess there's not much to say. Words, never my thing. But I loved you and I miss you, you can be sure. Think of you each time I sing. Sing about life, all that it holds. Sing about stories we never told. Sing about youth, growing old, coming in from the rain and out of the cold, yeah. Sing about you, sing about me, all that we were and never will be. Given the chance, do it again, forever grateful to have called you my friend. Sometimes I think of the plans that we had, dreams we couldn't complete, moments we shared, times that we laughed. Life was never so sweet. At the end of the day, guess there's not much to say. Words were never my thing, but I loved you and I miss you, you can be sure. Think of you each time I sing. Sing about life and all that it holds. Sing about stories we never told. Sing about youth, growing old, coming in from the rain and out of the cold, yeah. Sing about you, yeah, sing about me, all that we were, never will be. Given the chance, I'd do it again, forever grateful to have called you my friend. We'll sing about life and all that it holds. Sing about stories we never told. Sing about youth, growing old, coming in from the rain and out of the cold. Sing about you and I'll sing about me, all that we were, never will be. Given the chance, do it again, I'm forever grateful to have called you my friend, yeah. Sing about you, sing about me, all that we were, never will be. Given the chance, I'd do it again, I'm forever grateful to have called you my friend. Here's to you guys.
Absolutely beautiful track. You've got a bunch of men in here tearing up, Terry. Huh? You should be, do you know, absolutely wonderful stuff. Wonderful, dude.
Thank you.
What's the co-host got to say? Same order. Steve, Kevin, Mark, Steve. Well, I'll load up the second last track of the evening. Steve
Hey,
Andrews.
Terry, that was wonderful. It definitely hits home as we get older. But honestly, I think all generations should appreciate the music that you just put out. I mean, it's true to the world. We lose friends, we gain friends. We need to keep them in our hearts and in our songs. Beautiful, beautiful music.
Thank you, Steve.
Well said, well said. Kevin?
Incredible lyrics. Hits you in the feels, actually. Very gentle track that really works well with the vocals. Very heartfelt, and it was so simple, but yet so effective, and just the best way it needs to be. It was spot on.
Thank you.
Well said, Mark, and then Steve.
Yeah, Terry, that put a lump in my throat. There's no two ways about it. Now, isn't it strange how you get to a certain age in your life and you look back on all the things you used to worry about and think, why on earth did I waste time worrying about that? But of late, I've lost quite a few friends of my age group. And it does, makes you want to appreciate life and appreciate, it makes you appreciate the friends you've got and the friends you've had. And, you just got to, man, you just really moved me with that song. I think, know what to say.
I think this group can help out a lot of people. I know I've only been here watching and listening twice, but it's already taken me places that I've forgotten and introduced me to some stuff that have sort of consolidated that there's yet more out there.
Yeah, man. I mean, like you said at the beginning, you talked about loneliness, but this place here is an oasis of friendship and music and trust. And you're very welcome here.
Thank you.
You got us, man.
I know the feeling as well, believe it or not, big time loneliness, but
thanks to Mark.
I'm not raining your parade. Steve, Andrews, what's your thoughts before we get to your track, man?
Well, I can relate totally because, as you get older, and I am old, you are bound to lose, loved ones in life. And I've lost family and friends, and I've lost cats as well. You might have seen that I have cats here. So, the longer you live, the more you lose. And each time, it's like, it's like part of you is kind of missing. It's gone. And it's easy to say you kind of get used to it, but, it's still very hard. And what stood out for me about the song was that you kept the song simple in the instrumentation and the production and everything. So the main focus was the vocals, wonderful vocals, and the words, the lyrics. And so by doing that, the emotion of what you were saying in the song comes over because the listener is hearing your voice and your words and your feeling. And so for me, a wonderful emotional song and very, very well delivered.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well said, everyone. That was Terry Kozachenko. Until the next time, dude. So we've got two more songs left. It is going to be slightly, probably just over the 2 hours mark of the show today. And I apologise, it's a little bit long, ladies and gents. But Steve Andrews, introduce yourself. And what's the story behind the song Harvest Home?
Right. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm Steve Andrews, Bard of Ely, originally from Wales, where I used to live on the Ely housing estate, and Big Issue magazine called me the Bard of Ely. I've moved and I'm now living in Portugal, as you can see. So that's that bit out of the way. But now to my song. I try and keep it short. As a singer-songwriter, I write my words first, and sometimes they're poems, and sometimes they stay poems. But Alan Miller, who is actually next to me here, Alan published, I'm taking you back to Beltane, which is May Day, 1996, and there you can see the cover. This was Alan's Circle Spin magazine, and besides music, it had poetry. And I don't know if you can see it, but there, underneath poetry is Harvest Home, as it was originally published by Alan. Now, what happened next? Because as far as I'm concerned, as soon as I write something, that's only the beginning. Things can happen. Somebody suggested to me that I actually try to make a song out of it. So I thought, yeah, okay. So when I write a song, I get out a guitar and I strum some chords until I feel it fits. And I did that. And so I got my song together. And then moving forward in time, I'm going as far as 2002. And some of you will know of the band Budgie. It was a metal band, a rock band. Burke Shelley, who was, because he's passed away now. Burke Shelley was the bass player, and his son Nathaniel Shelley produced Harvest Home in its first incarnation, if you like, and it ended up on this Tafia EP in 2002. So it was produced by Nat Shelley then, Burke Shelley's son. And it also went on this, which comes from Germany, which is actually called Harvest Home, on the Pink Lemon records from Germany. It went on there. So that was the first version of it. And then moving forward again to 2018, I started working with Jace Lewis as my producer. And basically, I was asking Jace to, do what he could to produce like a new version of my old songs and produce new songs as well. So we called the album Songs of the Now and Then, which is what it was. And Harvest Home went on here. I'll just show you the album, actually. So all of this album was produced by Jace Lewis. And there it is. And Harvest Home is the first track. I don't know if you can see it.
You can see it. Yeah.
The first track. Okay, so that's where Harvest Home came out for a second time as a song. So this is a new version of the song. And Jay spent a lot of time on this song. And I remember like he was showing his dad, Charlie, like, Dad, take a listen to this. And I was thinking, yeah, wow, this is amazing. And so that's the song. But then moving now to Mark Story, Captain Redbeard, heard the song on one of Sparky's shows. And he was, I think, I'm going to use the word impressed with the song, that Mark actually thought, well, I'm going to make a video of it. So I'm very grateful to Mark Story, Captain Redbeard, for making the video that you're about to see. So I think that's more or less the full story of Harvest Home. And it's a little bit of an explanation of how my things tend to evolve. Things go from one sound to another sound, from one person to another person, from one release to, and it's always a process of evolution. And I think life is like that. That's something else I would like to say, that like life is always changing. And so there we are. So actually, after saying all that, I said I was going to keep it short. I've been babbling on here.
Hey, not a problem.
Sparky, over to you, please.
Take it away.
On Harvest Home.
Harvest Home by Steve Andrews, Bad of Eli. Second last song of the show. Sit back and enjoy. One love.
Many roads I have traveled, many hard times I have known, carrying the weight of the world and feeling so alone. I don't know what it is about you. Maybe I know you from another life that's flown. Whatever it is, don't wanna lose you. Don't leave me here to weep and moan. Bring my harvest home. 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 Won't you come and stay with me? Won't you come and stay with me? Won't you come and stay with me? Be my one true love. Now you see who I am as you gaze into my eyes, and I see who you are, and I'll never tell you lies. Bring my harvest home. 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 Where we met again in springtime, when the daffodils had grown, with the warmth of summer sunshine. Bring my harvest home. From the time of summer solstice, bring my harvest home. Bring my harvest. Bring my harvest home. Bring my harvest home. Bring my harvest. Bring my harvest home. 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 Bring my harvest home.
Steve Andrews, ladies and gents, Steve Andrews. You know how much I love you, Steve. You're just a fantastic human being altogether. Let's see what the co-hosts got to say. Steve, Kev, Mark, then our next guest is Trevor, so he can say something quickly if he wants to. So Steve, then Kevin.
Very wonderful. I mean, beyond belief that my dog actually, because of all the emotional songs that have played the last 3 times, was sitting up beside me and leaning as tight as he could against me as he could. I'm sure he could hear the song in my ears. Again, Steve Andrews, everything you put out is fantastic. I definitely can see the Mark influence on the video, and I loved it. Beautiful, beautiful song.
Thank you, Steve.
Sure.
Well said, well said. Kevin?
I think you sound better and better every time I hear you in a weird way. I love the atmospheric intro to that record. And in fact, I like the atmosphere throughout the whole entire record as it goes. Really nice lyrics, perfect voice for it as well. And what more can I say? For some reason, you kind of reminded me either of Radiohead or Alanis Morissette in a weird way, but a folk version of that. And I can't work out why. But with all that said, that track is perfect.
Thank you, Kevin. You know, as I said, like Jace Lewis put so much work into this song, and you know, you can hear it, you can hear the work that he put in there. Like I'm the singer-songwriter. I write the songs, I can sing them, you know. But Jace was my producer and he produced it. And you've heard, you know, how well he did that, and the rest of the album as well, Songs of the Now and Then.
Well said, Kevin. Mark, and then Trevor, what was your thoughts here, guys?
Well, you're a man of many talents, Mr. Andrews. You know, you're an author, you're a poet, you're an activist, you're a musician, songwriter. I probably left a load of things off. You're an all-round great guy. I fell in love with that song when I heard it, as you know, so much so that I just had to put a video together for you because it's an absolute honor to do it for that song. As you said, Jace Lewis really did a fantastic job in production on that. He really brought it to life. Not that I'm saying it wasn't before, but it's just fantastic. And hats off to you, brother. You rock.
Well said. Trevor, what was your thoughts here, dude?
It's just, I mean, I have a bit of tear in my eye, you know. I put in the comment there, you know, in the video, seeing, you know, the combine. I grew up on a farm, and I was very, very close to my grandfather because he lived just down the field from me. And you know, there was this time when, you know, I was a little kid, like 6 or 7 or something, and a newspaper guy came out and saw us on the combine. It was, you know, took the picture, and it's just, you know, that's it, you know, it's just a little picture in the caption, you know, guy and a grandfather and his son out in the field. And but that, you know, that means a lot to me. And just I mean, like every song I've heard here has been so, you know, so great. Yeah.
Well said, dude. Well said, brother. What a key thing to say. Steve Andrews, till the next time, brother. Till the next time.
Thank you.
So we're approaching the 2-hour mark.
Thank you, everybody.
And this laptop says 8%, and it's trying to charge it, but it's not went up or above 8%, and I'm sweating in case this show stops on me. So let's get through Trevor's section so I can save it all. Trevor Clements and the Barn Cat Poetry Beat. Introduce yourself and what's the story behind your song To Palestine with Love?
All right, like you know, seeing the stuff in the news, what's happening in Palestine, it really breaks my heart. You know, I don't condone, you know, what happened at that concert. That was, you know, that was pretty bad. But, you know, little kids and hospitals have nothing to do with that, you know, and, you know, now they're shooting people that are going in line to the aid stuff, you know, because the aid center is they won't let anybody be there except for Israel and United States, right? So it's basically just like a trap. And I'd organized a show, I think about a year and a half ago, and it was a benefit show, you know, for like Palestinian, you know, relief for the people that are in there. Because, you know, sometimes you sit around and there's something like that in the world, or there's something just in your local community, and like you had mentioned that Steve's kind of an activist, and you sit there and you say somebody should do something about this. Somebody should do something about this. But somebody has to be the person that actually does it. And sometimes rather than sitting there saying somebody should do something about this, you got to be the person that is the person that does it. And I always kind of steered a little clear of activism, like I'd sign a petition or something, but I didn't want to go too far. And this was like one of these tipping points where it's like, I can't do nothing. So I'd organized that, and I think it was through that there were some rallies in my little town, Charlottetown, PEI, peace rallies, basically, for ceasefire. And somebody'd asked me to come and do some poetry at it. So they knew I was a poet, I guess. And I think maybe it was through that benefit. I'm not sure, because I didn't really know the woman, but I composed this poem especially for that. And then I went and did it just, without music, just a cappella. And I think they had me do it twice. And it was just like at the very end of that poem, a little bit of snow started falling, and there were some church bells ringing. And like, I actually improvised this line saying something, and it wasn't in the poem, but the bells are ringing stuff. And I added that later. And so that's where that came from. Because I was asked to do something, and I decided I should write something specifically for it. I could have just took some old poem that was somewhat there, and yeah, that's it. So that's that poem. And then I got my my band. We improvise a lot. It's kind of like a beat poetry jam band, and I picked a piece of improvised music that we had done, because I just record every single jam. And there was about 2 months before I was going to move away, and I just stopped doing any poetry or any old stuff, and we just did pure improvisation every time we met, and I recorded it all. And then my guitar player, Mark, I call him the archivist. He goes through it, and he'll be like, this is the good one. This is album material. And there'll be the ones that I like that, we do a cover, a Sissy Strut, I was like, I want. And every time I say, was that a good one? He's like, no, it's not. It's not album, so that's where this came from.
Well, dude, I don't usually play political songs, but everybody wants world peace in this world, and you get in trouble in the UK now if you say it, certain people and all the rest of it. So I hope we don't get in trouble for playing this, but I'll feature it for you.
I hope so too. I absolve you of it's all me, man.
Hey, hey man, we all want peace in Palestine, don't we? Come on, we want peace all over the world. Sit back and enjoy the song with to Palestine with love. Peace. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you huddled shell shock near the heaps and heaps of rubble, seeking scant memories. Inside cracks they split the stones. Do you wonder what it's like to walk inside my bones and hear my tones? 93 million miles from all the heartache and the trouble. Do the visions and imaginations of my simple existence baffle? Do you shudder at the randomness of violence won by raffle? Do you blink to think of my cozy feet warming in my Canadian bubble? Do you shiver to think I have no fear of spies, they flying drones? My cozy feet know only warm carpet, never wailing down. death-bred moan. Never collapse by your children's tombs, the tombs of my child amid burnt rubble. Oh, mothers of fathers of 93 million sons of 93 million daughters' homes. Do you wish you had my luck, my relative life, a very little strife? Are you jealous of my days and nights uninterrupted by calculated Zionist knife? Hey, you far away from me, trying with desperation to merely survive in zones. Do you imagine what if you were me and I you, and all the we were free? The targets of your mind's eye too fuzzy, too hazy, too crazy, too shriveled in despair to imagine there's a me down yonder 93 million miles, an ocean between our rivers, a continent between our seas. Too much preoccupation with occupation of your nation. Too much occupied to dream of silent lives. Between the rivers and the sea, too much trauma in the air, in the ocean, on the land, and peeking behind the trees.
Well done, brother. Well done, man. What a lovely message. You know, it's hey, we want world peace, but you know, everybody knows there's too much money involved, and the people that own the weapon making factories, they're never going to stop the wars because they're too greedy. But that's for another day. I need to shut this show soon, so let's be quick here. I'm running out of battery big time. So let's go Steve,
right.
Kevin, Mark, then Steve. Steve, Kevin, Mark, then Steve.
All right, very quick. Like you said, I appreciate the message. I appreciate what you're trying to accomplish, and I actually really love your mix of genre. The microtones that I'm hearing, you know, gives me that Middle Eastern kind of sense of I'm there with them while you're playing, you're reading your poetry, and then the rap scene also. And hopefully, it gets heard.
Thank you.
Kevin?
I have a penchant for playing records like this on my radio shows, mainly because the spoken word genres are very underappreciated for what they do. It's actually a very clever record with an awful lot going on there, especially the way it builds up towards the end as well. Obviously, very cleverly done and very cleverly sung as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Redbeard?
much.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I love the avant-garde feel of the music. I love the message in it. I mean, I'm a full-blown empath, so things like what's happening at the moment really do hit home with me. I find it incredible that a band can get into more trouble for chanting something from a stage at Glastonbury than the people that are actually perpetrating this this monstrosity, this genocide. I will say no more about it. I just think it's disgusting and it needs to stop right now.
Fully agreed. Steve Andrews, what's your thought? Final compliment of the show here.
I thought it was very 1960s, which was a time in which so many people were campaigning for peace and there were wars. And so basically it's like we're still in that. But it's been stepped up. So we have even more reason to be campaigning for peace now. And it reminded me the poetic nature. I was thinking of Allen Ginsberg. It had, you know, a very strong Allen Ginsberg feel to it. And, you know, he was out there, you know, saying what he thought in his poetry and speaking out. And it was like if he had something to say, he was saying it. And it had that as well. So, yeah, I thought a lot of it. That was a great piece.
Well said, everyone. Well said, everyone. You know, there's only one slight problem about being an activist. Like, see now they'll come and get you and stuff like that if you want to do it. So if you want to survive, you know, you need to do your stuff behind the scenes, because it's illegal now to protest in the UK. I'm not kidding. It is. It's illegal. They'll literally put you in jail for it.
It's becoming like that in the States too, and I'm in Canada. I hope it doesn't become like that here. And I was reluctant to be that political for a long time, and I still am. I still don't know, like, what the hell have I done, or should I? But I mean, I can't not. And
I feel you.
I don't know.
I feel you, dude. Wonderful track, wonderful show, everyone. So I'm going to stop the 3 recordings now. I've got the main record, not the main, the speaker recording here. So I'll just stop that one. Then I'm going to stop my YouTube live. So I'll stop the YouTube live. Goodbye, YouTube. Where are you? I'm here. Goodbye.